Hello, welcome to the first Chatterin podcast. It was the Doc Pod, and apparently Doc Pod is taken. I googled it. I did a YouTube, and it was bloody taken. Those damn doctors and their informational channels. How dare they? Anyway. Yes, this is going to be me talking for like a set amount of time. Let me put the microphone down. I'm holding it like a professional, and I'm not sure why I say professional. Professionals have like microphone stands, don't they? This is me talking for like anywhere from about 15-20 minutes to like an hour, depending on the topic, depending on what it's about, depending on how bloody lonely I am at the time. My lord. But yeah, so this was going to be the Doc Pod. I've wanted to do... I've done Doc Pods in the past. I've done plenty of Doc Pods in the past. And I'll probably cover some of the subjects in said Doc Pods in Chatterin Teeth. This is going to be re-uploaded onto the Deck of Cards channel. Which means, yes, it's going to be on a different channel from now on. It's going to be on Chatterin Teeth. There will probably start being a link in the description of every single video following this, or simply search it. But yeah, so I've wanted to do like a regular podcast for quite some time, and I always feel like there's either too much to talk about or not enough, and it's like, okay, what do I talk about? Do I pick a subject? Do I sit here and talk about wrestling? Do I sit here and talk about like comic book movies, or like what I've done in the week, or I don't know, like YouTube related stuff? And I was like, you know what, it doesn't matter. Okay, if I want to chat about something. If somebody wants to listen, they'll click on the video and listen. So that's what this is going to be. There's not going to be any fixed schedule for this. I could do like fucking 4 in a row and release them over like the next 4 weeks or whatever. I'm like holding back a sneeze at the moment, so like coughs are extruding out. I don't know if that's a word. But yeah, so it's just going to be like me rambling, basically. So if you like me rambling, here you are. Now you can have it in the background of whatever else you're doing. Isn't that fun? We can be lonely together, because that's what podcasts are for. I've been watching a lot of podcasts recently. A lot of happy hour podcasts with like the Sidemen. Obviously, the Happy Hour podcast is by Jackmate, not by the Sidemen. I've been watching a lot of Sidemen as well. They've quickly become like my favourite group of YouTubers since I drifted off from watching Yogscast. But like, for example, that could be a topic, sitting and talking about, YouTubers and stuff and how they've influenced me. But yeah, this is going to be me talking about State of Decay. I don't really have like a fixed list of things, but off the top of my head, State of Decay is like one of those things that I want to like sit and talk about, and like just how I operate YouTube and what YouTube is to me at the moment. And maybe that could influence somebody else. And if not, hopefully it just makes somebody less lonely, like I said. But yeah, so I'm not going to be doing State of Decay. You can click off if you like, because I'm fed up of it. I tried to record it. I recorded like an hour of it, and I recorded 40 minutes, and despite recording 40 minutes, I somehow lost 2 hours of my time. I'm not sure how. I started recording at like midnight, and when I finished recording State of Decay, I had 40 minutes of it, and it was like 2:30 in the morning, and I'm not quite sure how. Like, that's just sort of like a void in like my life now. Maybe I like sat around for an hour and a half or something in between. I don't know. I genuinely have no clue. But I'm not doing it, and I'll tell you why I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because I don't find it fun. I was like jumping back and forth, like, oh, do I want the views? It's easy views if I want it. Like, even me just talking about it immediately gets a video like 200 views, which is 10 times what my average viewer count is at the moment. And like I said, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, and I was listening to, I think it was a Happy Hour one with maybe Miniminter in it. No, I think it was Calyx. And he made a point of like, like how much of it's fake, how much of it do you genuinely enjoy, how much of, like how do you balance what you like and what other people like. And it got me kind of thinking, like, okay, at the moment, I'm really, really enjoying like what I'm uploading. I'm powering through WWE, which I'm really, really proud of. I'm doing a lot of editing. The Walking Dead, I'm really, really enjoying. Admittedly, I went on and recorded like 20 minutes, and then I haven't recorded any more of Season 3 yet. But that's because I'm just not in the right state of mind for it just yet. But I was just like, doing a sort of brief overview of what I'm enjoying, what I'm not enjoying. And I'm enjoying playing through Skyrim and WWE. And I've hit that stage, like maybe a couple of months back, I was in like, oh yeah, I want YouTube to be my job. But like the state of my fucking life at the moment, where I don't know where I'm going to be living over the winter, I have no idea, like how good WWE is going to become. I don't know how much WWE 2K20 is going to take over the channel. I have no idea about literally anything at the moment, other than what is happening like right now. And right now I know that WWE 2K19 will last right up until 2K20 comes out, or roughly round about that time. So that's sorted for me. I'm like, yep, okay. That is solid. That is, sturdy enough for me to lean on and be like, okay, that's not going to change. That's fine. If I start uploading State of Decay again, not only is it a series that I'm now drained on, there is nothing new in that game. I'm still crap at it. Like, people don't want to see Dread Zone as much as people say, like, oh, well, you can do whatever you want on it. We just want to see you play. No, people want to see me fucking die on Nightmare Zone. And it's just stressful. And it opens up, like, at the moment, I might get, like, a dislike every so often. To be fair, I must have gone, like, a month and a half or 2 months without getting any dislikes, which this will probably now get, now that I've said that. But, like, I've had one dislike, and it was on a WWE video, and I don't know what it was for, and I don't care what it was for, but it's like, I'm just not fazed by it, because I've been doing so good in everything else, and I know that I'm getting consistent views for it, and nobody's really commenting critiques, or like, you should be doing this, or why aren't you doing this, because everything I'm doing is like roleplay focused, and I have full control over it, which I don't really have with State of Decay. It's not as sandboxy as it makes out, especially when you're playing sort of Nightmare Zone. So it's just that like sense of control that I want. I want to be able to be like, okay, this is the game I'm playing, this is the story I'm telling, and I'm going to edit the shit out of it. And that's what WWE is, and that's why I'm putting a lot of focus into WWE. And I did point out that I would be doing that. And I did point out that 2K20 is going to, like, take over the channel. So a lot of stuff, aside from, like, I mean, Walking Dead will be done by then. And Skyrim is, like, my fallback. I really fucking love playing Skyrim. But I just don't have a lot of time for it at the moment. So when I do have time for it, that'll just be going out when I can. But anything else that I want to play will go over onto the Purple Umbrella channel. So it's like, I've sort of put those warnings out for people. I mean, I'm still gaining subs, and I'm gaining massive views on that Heartland episode. And we're almost at 1.8k at this stage, at the time of me recording this, which is absolutely insane. That is phenomenal. And, like, it blows my mind that earlier this year I was on, like, 540 subs, and I was stuck there. I don't think it was even that. I think it was like 450. Those two numbers, 4 and 5, were in there. And I couldn't shift from, like, that number. I was, like, bouncing back and forth. I was getting, like, consistently about 10 views. Maybe not even that. Some of them, like, 5. Some of them 0. And it was just like, yeah, I'm just uploading for the sake of uploading. Whereas now, I feel needed to, I feel, not, if I phrased that wrong, I don't feel needed, but like, I feel like it's required for me to upload State of Decay, because I get questions every so often for it, and I don't want it to feel like that. I want it to feel like, oh, okay, I can now go record this and upload this and everybody will be fine with it. which is kind of what WWE is, and kind of what Skyrim is. Like, nobody cares as much about it. And I don't want to open myself up to have, you know, comments popping in, because, like, the dislikes, whatever. Like, I'm not bothered. If somebody, like, chances are I can guess what people are disliking, and it's probably something that I've said that they're not happy with, that, like, I've been too blunt or something, like I was earlier. And the comments are what really stands out, especially when it's like, oh, you need to do this, and you should do this, and why aren't you doing this? Oh, you're bad at the game for doing this. And it gets even worse when sexuality comes into it, because it's a really, really difficult thing, and the State of Decay videos are the only videos that I've had any sexuality any sexuality related comments made. So for that to happen just puts me off of it even more. And oh god, like, looking at the first proper homophobic, like, I've had a couple, but they've all been, like, very light. And looking at my first, like, proper homophobic comment on a State of Decay video, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you're watching a video on zombies. Like, what the fuck? And, like, you're doing this, that, and the other, and you, whatever. I'm not even going to get into it. But it, like, it didn't upset me. It just sort of surprised me, because I just hadn't had it before. So all of that is, like, stocked up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing it. I had, like, the content just sat there, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to upload it. I'm going to do small videos to keep, you know, to keep it all spaced out and, like, make sure that I'm ahead. So I'd, like, split the 40 minutes into 2 20s, and I don't want to. I just don't really care about doing State of Decay. I'd rather wait until the next game comes out. It's clear that they're done with it. I don't know. It was a disappointing game to begin with. Granted, I was really excited for Heartland. Heartland's ending was a massive deflation on the entire game, as a lot of people pointed out and agreed with me, surprisingly. And I'm super, super grateful for the views and the subs from people that are subscribing for that content, but I just want to make it clear that it's not coming. I mean, that video is almost on 30k views, which is, like, all of my most viewed videos combined wouldn't even hit that, I'm pretty certain. So, to get that is incredible. Well, anything that isn't State of Decay anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to get it off my chest and sort of explain that, like, there's a lot of things factoring into it, rather than just, oh, well, you'll get views if you do it, so do it. Or you'll get subs if you do it, so do it. There's a lot more that factors into it, and yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't really get it, which I don't enjoy saying, but, like, I've had comments before saying, like, well, why, you know, why aren't you doing it if you're getting subs and views for it? And it's like, well, that's not what YouTube is for me at the moment. I would rather focus on getting a stronger core fan base, getting a stronger core audience, than reaping, you know, clickbait, milking a game just because, you know, 2 or 3 preteens have nagged me in the comments saying that they want more. You know, I usually buckle under pressure and, like, do things that other people want me to do, and, you know, it's not that deep. It's just like, you know what, I've done it, get over it. And that's how I'm looking at things. And I've also realised there's a clock in the Red Dead main menu that I've never spotted before, but both of the hands on it are rather large, so it's quite difficult to tell which one's which. But it looks like it's 10 o'clock. That's quite nice. I never noticed that before. But yeah, there you go. I've spoken about State of Decay in length, in detail. It's not coming, and it probably won't for the rest of the year. So, there you go. There it is. But yeah, The Walking Dead is coming throughout September. Hopefully, I'm going to be finishing that off. And then October is grind time. October is grind time for WWE. I've got to get as much WWE out as possible. Luckily, me recently and my editing have been on point, surprisingly, and I've managed to like massively catch up, which is really relieving. But yeah, it's a shame because I'm a night person and I can't record at night because I don't want like sound complaints and stuff. So it really sucks at the moment trying to find like the perfect time zone and like to sort of combine the perfect time and my perfect mood set for WWE. But yeah, it's fine. I'm enjoying it and I like it, and WWE is getting the most views at the moment, which makes me even happier. Also, thank you to the people that are actually watching my videos all the way through, because I uploaded a Walking Dead at the time of recording this, not like directly at the time, but on the same day, and my average view time on that is 50 fucking minutes. Whoever you are, you golden stars, watching my hour-long videos all the way through, you're fantastic. And whoever it is that's turned it on for 2 minutes and then turned it back off, that has now lowered the average, bugger off. Oh, God. No, but, like, watching my videos all the way through massively helps. That's, like, how the algorithm works. So, the more people that watch my videos all the way through for the longer videos, the more that they're going to get recommended to people. So it really makes me happy that you guys are doing that. I am no longer monetized on the channel by choice. Activated my monetization and quickly deactivated it. I know that it was there for a little while, but I weren't earning out from it anyway. But I don't want that to be a thing just yet until I'm a little bit more established and, you know, like I'm actually... I want it to be worth having, basically. I don't want it to be like me scrounging, which might sound ridiculous, but it doesn't help me at all. Just having, like, pennies dribbling in every so often isn't helpful. It's not helpful for my mindset, and it's just not helpful in general. Something that is helpful is going to check out the Purple Umbrella. That's right, plug. There's also, like I said, there's going to be a link in the description, probably of this video, that will take you to the Chatterin Teeth channel if you're watching it on Deck of Cards. I assume you are. But yeah, if you're interested in listening to me, like, podcast for, like, a set amount of time, go check it out. And if you're already listening to this on Chatterin Teeth, hello. So I'm going to cover a few things. Chatterin Teeth, where did you come up with the name? Well, I'm going to talk about, like... how I came up with all three names, so Deck of Cards, Chatterin Teeth, and the Purple Umbrella, or the Purple Brolly. And basically it stems from DC Comics, so if you don't know, you're a little bit buggered. But when we used to play GTA, and I used to be known as the Withered One, because I was like a massive Minecraft fan, and I massive on Minecraft. Grew up playing Minecraft on Xbox 360 and watching YouTubers play Minecraft, and I was like, you know what, I don't want like anything Minecraft related. I want it to be a little bit more vague when I start YouTube properly, because I mean I've got a channel that's just my name that's got like some old videos on, but like they're not anything, they're like attires that I've made for like WWE or something. They're not anything good, they're not like playthroughs or anything. So when setting up the new channel, I was like, okay, like, I could use my name, but I don't want that kind of, like, exposure, because I'd just rather not. I don't need people, like, searching me up on things, so I'm not gonna, like, actively promote that. So I need, like, a brand. Okay, what do I like? Okay, I like comics. What comic book characters do I like? I like the Joker. Boom, Deck of Cards. So I was Deck of Cards, which is, like, the sort of abbreviated of, and I feel like trying to sort of say it to people sometimes was a little bit awkward. Some people didn't fully seem like they got it. They sort of like repeat it and like say it back to me, and it's like, oh, Deco Cards. And it's no, Deck of Cards. Deck of Cards. I'm illiterate as fuck. My pronunciation is all over the place. Deck of Cards. Going from there was kind of easy. So we had Deck of Cards Extra, Roughly this time last year is when that got set up, and I was like uploading Dishonored to it. And I was uploading WWE 2K19 to it when that came out. And that got rebranded once we sort of stopped doing the NXT videos over there. And that became the Purple Umbrella. So I got that from Penguin, from the comics. My favourite colour is purple. And Umbrella, he has an umbrella. And conveniently enough, completely by coincidence, if you go ahead and watch Gotham, Fish Mooney's bar, aka the bar that becomes Penguin's bar, has like a neon purple umbrella outside of it. My mate TJ spotted it, I think. I can't quite remember, but somebody spotted it, and I was like, yeah, that's totally why I did it. Yeah. So it worked out quite well. And then Chatterin Teeth is another Joker reference, and obviously, I can't use DocPod because it's already used by somebody that's actually established, like I said, doctors, and I don't like sort of treading in that area. It was kind of difficult enough with deck of cards because there was already another one, and basically, I don't know how it's going to be spelt by the time this goes out, because I can't pronounce TH on the end of words, so, or like in the middle of words, so words like teeth, I don't pronounce properly. I don't pronounce with the Queen's English. I pronounce it like the Cockney pronunciation for it, because my mum was a Cockney. So, I don't know whether it's going to be like Chatterin T-E-E-F or T-E-T-H. I feel like if I put T-E-E-F, people are going to be confused. And like, oh, what's a teeth? Whereas if I put TH, people then at least know. I also ramble a lot, and I chatter on and waffle on and whatever, so it works out pretty well. I think Chatterin Teeth's pretty appropriate. It'll probably end up being TH. But yeah, that's how I came up with the names. They're all like vaguely comic book related, and that was the plan, to make them all sort of link up in their own way. Like, if you know, you know. If you don't, you're completely oblivious to it. But yeah, there you go. There's a little trinket. I'm going to answer some quick fire questions that I've not prepared in advance. So off the top of my head, what is my favourite game franchise? Dishonored. Yeah, that was a tough one, actually. I should have prepared. I should have fucking prepared. So I'm playing through Dishonored 2 on the Purple Umbrella at the moment. There's actually... I might have deleted it. There should be a Dishonored 2 and a Death of the Outsider playthrough on deck of cards. But I feel like I've deleted it. I'm not sure. But I did it like ages ago, like beginning of 2018. I try and keep track of like when I upload stuff, because I often find myself wanting to upload, like record and upload a game, and then suddenly realising, oh, I've already done it. Which is what I ended up doing with Halo Wars. I like installed it and got it ready and stuff, and then realised, oh, there's a playthrough of me playing Halo Wars on the channel that I had no idea about. I'd just completely forgotten. But yeah, Dishonored. I'm playing through Dishonored. It took me so long to play Dishonored 1 because I was just so like focused on WWE stuff, and like that took over my life. And then Dishonored 2 is what I'm playing through at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it. I haven't uploaded in a little while, but I have got episodes ready to go out. I'm just trying to like sort myself out basically, but it is ready. And then I've got Death of the Outsider to play through, which is going to be really, really fun. So if you like Dishonored games, feel free to go check those out. I do know what I'm doing. I'm not an idiot. Well, I vaguely know what I'm doing. I knew what I was doing in the first game. Vaguely know what I'm doing in the second and Death of the Outsider. So I'm not a complete idiot, but getting there. And I'm going to be streaming that. So I stream sometimes, like maybe once or twice a week consistently. And sometimes like I'll start a stream and then realise, nope, I'm not in the mood, this isn't going to work. And I'll like close it down. And then sometimes I'll like stream for like 4 hours with like 2 people watching, and it's really great. But yeah, I stream over on mixer.com/the Purple Umbrella. I don't know why I branded it under the purple umbrella, I'll be completely honest. I think because I kind of like subconsciously knew that Deck of Cards would become more of a WWE centered channel, with 2K20 coming out, which reminds me that I need to sort the money for that. And like Purple Umbrella would be kind of like a more general sort of vault of games, and stuff like that. Yeah. It's really difficult to find phrasing for things sometimes, okay? What's been going on? There was a great episode of EastEnders, but we're not going to do that. Fun fact, I was actually going to set up, if you don't know what EastEnders is, it's a soap opera TV show in the UK. It's like the biggest one out of like the 3 or 4 that are actually well known. And and I was going to set up a podcast talking about it because I was like, shit, I could exploit the fuck out of that because nobody else does it. And I like EastEnders, like actively enjoy it. And I was like, oh my god, I could set up an EastEnders podcast talking about it like the end of every week. But then it's like, it's really embarrassing to like say, oh yeah, I talk about EastEnders for an hour at the end of every week and I go through and I review every single episode. It's like, it's a soap opera. They don't even put that much effort into making it, let alone somebody talking about it and reviewing it. And I was like, you know what? No. No, not anytime soon. Let's wait a little bit for that. But yeah, it's been a good week for that. Somewhere that I would like to go with YouTube, I'm hoping that it will take me places in terms of this, and it is like the film industry and stuff. So I watch a lot of Beyond the Trailer and breaking down like box office and breaking down like how good movies do and behind the scenes antics and like, you know, how good a trailer does and how to like make a trailer for a film and like what works in a trailer and what doesn't. And, like, obviously Beyond the Trailer doesn't do all of that, but all of that interests me. And I would like for YouTube to open up a couple of doors that could maybe lead towards working behind the scenes on a low-budget film or a low-budget TV show or something along those lines. Or, you know, helping with writing, or just, like, journalism in that area. Like, any of those, I would absolutely love for YouTube to open the doors to. I think the likeliness of that happening is very low. But I would fucking love to do that. I really, really like the idea of, like, writing my own TV show, or writing my own film, or directing my own film. I just don't have, like, the confidence and self-stability to... Oh, my controller's disconnected. Like, the self-stability to, like, put myself into that position through, like, university and stuff. And I often feel like if those opportunities happen to a lot of famous people, they've happened by chance. So I'm like, okay, I'll let that moment come to me. If it comes to me, it was meant to be. That's the motto of Chatterin Teeth. If it comes to me, it was meant to be. But yeah, like, if I get views on a video, it was meant to be. I'm not going to sit there and, like, actively promote a video 24/7 and ask for subs and ask people to watch the video. If I put the video out there and it gets views, it was meant to get views. That's how I now see things. Oh dear. But yeah, I would absolutely love that. I think it would be great to have, like, some kind of input behind the camera. I would never want to be on the camera. Blimey, that'd be horrific. I will never ever do a webcam unless somebody pays me. I'll never do a face cam reveal or anything like that unless somebody pays me a hefty amount of money or I get triple dared to do it. There we go. So, shut up, go away, be quiet. I'm playing through Red Dead at the moment. I've literally got it on the screen right now. Trying to get back into Red Dead, and doing so successfully because I don't really have much to do. I'm like a lonely person at the moment. Well, I'm a lonely person in all moments, but, like, trying to find good multiplayer games that I don't particularly need friends to play, if that makes sense, because I feel like, oh, careful, my fucking laptop closed off. Sorry about that. I feel like I rely a little bit too much on other people being online on Xbox, or other people being active on Instagram, or other people talking to me on Facebook. I'm like, okay, focus more on whatever it is that you're doing. Focus more on editing. Focus more on playing whatever game you're playing. And, like, not focus about whether somebody's replied to your message. Like, it really, really fucking gets on my wick. Like, really badly. You can tell it does because I've swore. But I really hate it when somebody reads my message and doesn't reply. And, like, they just message something completely different hours later as if I've not sent the message. I hate it. Oh, I hate it with a passion. It infuriates me, especially if, like, I've sent a string of small messages hoping that at least one of them will be replied to. And by a string, I mean 2 or 3. Like, I don't know. I've just got short patience and a short temper with a lot of stuff. So when somebody leaves me on scene, I'm like, well, why didn't you reply? Especially if I've asked them something, it's a really, really easy thing. But then when they send another message, if I message you and you don't reply, you look at the message and then hours later send me something completely different. Oh, fuck you. Oh, you're a real prick. I hate that so much. It's the equivalent of, like, being opposite somebody and talking to them, and then they say something and ask you a question, and you stand up and walk off and just act like nothing's just happened. I fucking hate it. But yeah, there you go. You've learnt some stuff. Isn't that fun? F-U-N. Fun. I'm trying to think of the old Taylor Swift lyrics. I say old because for some reason she had to remove lyrics from one of her songs. To be fair, re-looking at it, it was quite cringy, but I quite enjoyed it because Brendan Urie's Brendan Urie, and you can't get enough of Brendan Urie. Anywho, yeah, I'll probably, if anybody's got questions, I'll answer them in these. If anybody's got topics that they want me to talk about, I'll happily talk about comics, movies, whatever. Otherwise, these are just going to run with whatever is on my mind at the time. I'm thinking about doing one centered around mental health, anxiety, loneliness, depression, those kinds of things. Those fun things that everybody loves to talk about. But yeah, I feel like that would be an important one for me to do. I've been told in the past that people quite like that I would speak so openly about it, and they can relate quite a lot to some of the things that I say. So I kind of feel inclined to do that, but not in the same way that I do with a State of Decay video. I actually feel like I'm benefiting somebody by doing that. But yeah, so feel free to let me know in the comments section. There's going to be links in the description to all the channels, and feel free to go subscribe to Chatterin Teeth and the Purple Brolly. And if you're listening to this on either of those, go check out Deck of Cards. But yeah, I hope you stick around. WWE on the grind. There's going to be a lot of WWE and hopefully a lot of new audience members when 2K20 comes out. When 2K20 does come out, it's not going to be the only thing on the channel. It's going to be the most dominant thing on the channel, and the thing that I put the most effort in. But Skyrim will still be continuing as like a little side project, basically. So hopefully those interest you. If not, spam me on my other channel, Purple Brolly, and I'll probably do a playthrough over there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm about to go cough my guts up because I'm having like acid reflux, the most attractive thing on the interweb. But yeah, feel free to leave a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.